Good morning, everybody. You are now listening to The Morning Buzz here at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. I'm your host, Lara Ziccardi, and joined with me today is my wonderful crew, my co-host Amanda Gaudiosi, and our newscaster, Ashley Ramos. And let me tell you guys, we have quite the show for you today. Boy, oh boy, we got some news. Let me break it down for you just a little bit, just a little tease, just a little taste in your mouth. We have monkeypox because no one's talking about it, and it's important that we should talk about it. We also have good old Nancy Pelosi visiting Taiwan. And where shall we go next? Let's play another episode of Where in the World is Nancy Pelosi? And we're also going to be talking about January 6th because it's a staple here on the Morning Buzz, especially Wednesday. We always cover January 6th. And last but not least, we have some abortion news, which honestly blew me away, but you guys will have to stay tuned for that. But for now, I don't know why I have so much energy today. I'm so excited to be here today. But we have a little news update. Ashley, can you hear us on the other side of my computer screen? Crossing our fingers.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yay. Okay. Take it away, girlfriend. You got this.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley, and I'm joining you on this Wednesday morning from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. In Montclair news, the Essex County Prosecutor's Office and East Orange Police Department are investigating a hit-and-run accident that occurred in East Orange on Sunday morning that left a pedestrian, a Montclair resident, seriously injured. The 40-year-old Montclair man was taken to University Hospital where he is being treated for seriously bodily injuries, according to a press release sent out by the Essex County Prosecutor's Office on Monday, August 1st. The name of the victim was not released yet. In New Jersey news, 17 men ranging in age from 23 to 77 have been arrested and charged with child luring by Atlantic City police after being duped by a pair of YouTubers into thinking that they were meeting underage teenagers for sex. The self-proclaimed predator catchers separately engaged in online conversations with the men, arranged a place to meet, and then confronted them with cameras rolling, authorities said. In national news, a Kansas woman allegedly attacked a teenage anti-abortion female when the student knocked on her door Sunday. The student, Grace Hartsock, was going door to door to turn out Kansas voters for a Tuesday referendum on abortion law. Hartsock says a woman answered the door who, once she learned what the teenager was there to discuss, politely started to say that she was just not interested. And now for some weather. It is currently 75 degrees and sunny. Today there will be a high of 90 and a low of 72. Tomorrow it will be warmer, hitting 95 degrees. And this weekend there will be passing showers and in the 80s. So we'll get a little chillier, but still warm. Thank you, and back to you, Lara.
Woof, it is one hot tamale tomorrow. That's what I got from that. Because let me tell you, this heat wave is not ending. But it's going to get hot with some sports, you guys. It's going to get hot with some sports. But it depends what team you're on. But thank you, Ashley. That was a wonderful news update. I just wanted to say that first. But we're going to be moving on to some sports. It's your favorite sportscaster, me, Lara Ziccardi. Just kidding. I don't have to be your favorite, but I'm my own. No, okay. I'm just kidding. Anyway, yesterday the Yankees took on the Seattle Mariners. And guess what? They won 7-2. And this leaves the Yankees standing with 70 and 35. Just wanted to say, the Yankees are killing it this season. It's absolutely incredible. They're hitting some records, I think. Don't quote me on that. But this isn't just about the Yankees, even though I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a little biased. Just kidding. No, I'm here to report all teams, aka the Yankees and the Mets, because we live in the tri-state area. The Mets played the Washington Nationals yesterday, but they lost 1-5. Sad face. If you're a Mets fan, you have my condolences. This leaves the Mets standing with 65 and 38. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. But we have some sports playing tonight, of course. How could we forget? The Yankees are playing the Mariners again today, this afternoon at 1:05. And along with that, we also have the Mets playing today, but they're playing a little bit later in the afternoon. They're playing the Nationals again at 4:05 p.m. Man, oh man, it is an exciting year for baseball, my friends. A very exciting year for baseball. But that's enough about sports because, it is time. It is time. And I'm sorry that I pronounced the Mariners wrong. I can't word in the morning. I apologize. Anyway, it's time for monkeypox vaccine. And do you want to know if you're eligible Well, stay tuned. The vaccine rollout for monkeypox is expanding, meaning that more people can be eligible to receive a vaccine for monkeypox. However, there are still eligibility limits as to who can get the vaccine. But here is what you need to know. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, aka the CDC, guidelines published by the New Jersey Department of Health, New Jersey residents are eligible to receive a monkeypox vaccine if they attend an event where they known monkeypox exposure had occurred, if they identify as gay, bisexual, or men who have sex with men, and or transgender, gender nonconforming, or non-binary who have been a history of multiple or anonymous sex partners within the last 14 days, or have a condition that may increase their risk for severe disease if infected with monkeypox virus, such as a condition that weakens the immune system or a history of dermatitis or eczema. For now, it is up to state and local health departments to distribute the monkeypox vaccine to the public. Currently, if you get monkeypox vaccines in New Jersey and other states by contacting your nearest health department, which will most likely be at a city or a county level. Governor Phil Murphy recently announced 2 monkeypox vaccination sites in Bergen and Camden counties, in addition to 3 sites in Newark, Asbury Park, and New Jersey. Now, I haven't seen or heard people talk about monkeypox, and I just feel like we're so numb to COVID for the past 2.5 years. We're just forgetting that other things exist and other things are at risk, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've seen a couple of things on TikTok about the monkeypox, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared at first. I was like, what is this? What's happening? But I don't know. I mean, is it as bad as COVID? I'm not so sure. I don't think so. I think it's not as scary, but you can get these welt-like things on your body, and that's kind of scary to me. So I hope it doesn't get worse. That's just me.
I'm hoping that we don't have another lockdown because
Agreed.
I feel like that's just the last thing that we do need. So PSA, please take care of yourself. That's just so important. But I remember like seeing people on TikTok, like I've seen a few TikToks on my For You page come up and they're like, no one's really talking about this and blah, blah, blah. And that just kind of got my gears turning to, I wonder if there's any news for a monkeypox vaccine, especially for New Jersey. And thank God there is. And I'm glad that we can report this to you, to the audience, to the public. Thank you guys for listening. But it's something that should be taken seriously because I remember this TikTok. I'm sure that you can get these welts on your eyes and like they could possibly blind you. Like it's scary stuff and there are risks to it just like there are to COVID.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is something I've never even heard of before. Like, I feel like there's so many, there was COVID and now there's monkeypox. I'm hoping it stops here, but I feel like it keeps happening and it's scary. But at the same time, like you said, COVID definitely desensitized a lot of us. So I feel like as more sicknesses happen, we're just like, well, this is what's happening and these are the cards that were being dealt. So we just have to deal with it.
Man, we have not been dealt a good deck in a while, huh?
No, yeah, definitely not.
The cards are definitely not in our favor, but with that being said, I feel like we have to make the best of it. So another little PSA, please take care of yourself. Please wear a mask if you're in public places. Also, if you are eligible to get vaccinated, why the heck not? Go for it if that's what you decide to do. And hey, your body, your choice, right? I can only just advise what is best for yourself. I don't know. Just a little advice of Larry. Anyway, Amanda, Ashley, it is time to play Where in the World is Nancy Pelosi?
I mean, she could be anywhere at this point.
Okay, wait. Should we take guesses? But wrong answers only.
See, I know where she is already, but wrong
Me too,
answers.
but the listeners don't know. It's okay.
Where do you think, Lara?
I think that she's in Sweden. Yeah, Sweden.
Oh, that'd be a nice little
know.
break, a nice little vacation.
Maybe she could meet ABBA or something. They're from Sweden. I love ABBA.
What do I think she is? I'm trying to think of where she could be.
Are you feeling Europe? You feeling Asia? You feeling South America?
I feel like somewhere warm, maybe
Mhm.
like the Bahamas or something. Maybe she's just relaxing.
Maybe Nancy's just on the beach.
Maybe
She's just
Hawaii.
relaxing.
Hawaii. Ashley says Hawaii.
Maybe, but
Which
she's not there.
No, wait. Before we actually report the facts, Ashley, which island would Nancy be on?
I don't even know.
I think she's if we're doing Hawaii, I think she'd be on the big one. I think that's Maui.
Yeah, she's in
Is
Maui
it?
on the
I'm not
beach.
familiar. I'm not sure.
Fair enough. A island in Hawaii. She could pick one of 4. So let me stop being silly. Let's get you the facts. Amanda, take it away.
Yes, Nancy is not in Hawaii. She is not there.
She's PSA. She's not in Hawaii. She's not in Sweden. She's not in the Bahamas. Let's find out where she is.
Yes, she's in Taiwan. So she landed there yesterday, defying stern warnings from Beijing against a visit that China's Communist Party regards as a challenge to its sovereignty. Ms. Pelosi is the highest ranking U.S. official in a quarter century to visit the island, which Beijing claims as a part of its territory, and is set to meet today with Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen and legislators in the self-ruled democracy. Chinese officials, including leader Xi Jinping, in a phone call last week with President Biden, have warned of unspecified countermeasures should Ms. Pelosi's Taiwan visit proceed. Here on the Morning Buzz, we have the latest updates. According to the Wall Street Journal, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi travels next to South Korea. Ms. Pelosi is set to arrive this evening in Seoul, where she will spend roughly a day before departing for Japan, the expected final destination of her multi-leg Asia visit. The prior stops included Taiwan, Malaysia, and Singapore. While in Seoul, she will meet with Kim Jin-pyo of the left-leaning Democratic Party, who serves as Speaker of South Korea's 300-seat National Assembly. The country has a single legislative chamber. The two are expected to talk for roughly 50 minutes on Thursday about security issues, economic cooperation, and the climate crisis in the Indo-Pacific region.
Okay, let me just say what I took from that. Quote, the two are expected to talk for roughly 50 minutes. I'm sorry, that's oddly specific.
Yeah, they're not giving her a big time slot.
She really said, you get less than an hour.
Yeah.
That's it. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this. I love how she's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go. And literally people like leaders of this country and China and Taiwan, they're literally like, no, don't come. Like, we don't want you here. Go home. Like, Nance, what you doing, Queen? You can go anywhere in the world. We can play. Where in the world is Nancy Pelosi again? But we're not. We actually found out where she is and where she's going. And PSA, I think it's a bad idea. Personally, my opinion. Girlfriend, why?
No, I agree. I mean, there's been a lot of warnings and a lot of please don't come here. We don't want you here, please. So I'm nervous to see what happens. I guess we'll see next week, but
I'll be honest with you. She brought this upon herself. Like hot take. Okay, I would feel bad if anything happens to her because I'm a human and I have feelings and I have empathy. But at the same time, she kind of brought that upon herself.
yeah.
That's just my hot take. My college student hot take because wow. Anyway, we're going to take the shortest of short breaks here on the Morning Buzz. But let me please stand by. I'm having some technical difficulties as always. But you know what? Here on the Wednesday Morning Buzz, we always push through them. And I gotta play this stuff to keep the lights on. You know, we enjoy keeping the lights on here at WMSC. But I promise this break will be short and sweet and to the point, just like me. We'll be right back.
One day,
Anyway, welcome back to the Morning Buzz. And for those who are not listening on iHeartRadio and you are listening on Facebook, hi MetaMates. We had a wonderful, I guess I can call it a showmo, which is what we call a kind of like a promotion for a show here at WMSC. And we just listened to Ant and Maz in the Midday, which is a sports show. And they said, give me two claps and a Ric Flair. So I did. Woo! Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the Morning Buzz. I missed you guys, so welcome back. Anyway, we have more news for you. And like I teased before, because we just love news here on the Morning Buzz. Anyway, I turned into Megan Thee Stallion for a hot minute, and I apologize. But wow, look at this. We're talking about January 6th, but this time, January 6th text messages are wiped from phones of key Trump Pentagon officials. Wow, I would like to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not. Anyway, according to CNN, the Defense Department wiped the phones of top departing DoD and Army officials at the end of the Trump administration, deleting any texts from key witnesses to events surrounding the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. The acknowledgement that the phones from the Pentagon officials had been wiped was first revealed in a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit American oversight. Say that 5 times fast. And it was brought against the Defense Department and the Army. The watchdog group is seeking January 6th records from former acting Secretary of Defense Chris Miller, former Chief of Staff Kash Patel, and former Secretary of the Army Ryan McCarthy, along with promoting Pentagon officials, having filed initial FOIA requests just a few days before the Capitol attacked. Miller, Patel, McCarthy have all been viewed as crucial witnesses for understanding the government's response to the January 6th Capitol assault and former President Donald Trump's reaction to the breach. All 3 were involved in the Defense Department's response, sending to National Guard troops to the U.S. Capitol as the riot was unfolding. There was no suggestion that the officials themselves erased the records. The government assertion of the filings that the officials' text messages from that day were not preserved is the last to blow to the efforts of being transparency of the events of January 6th. Man, this tea is hot. It comes from the Department of Homeland Security and is also under fire for apparent loss of messages from the Secret Service that day. But here's the kicker. Miller declined to comment. Patel and McCarthy did not immediately respond to requests for comment. So, okay, I'm going to make a joke real quick because I'm kind of in a silly, goofy mood. So, sorry, it's in my brain. I'm just trying to word it correctly. So what I'm hearing is they should have just used Snapchat. They should have just used Snapchat and it would have disappeared in 24 hours.
Yeah, I just feel like everything we're learning, we say the same thing every single week. Like, it just gets crazier and crazier. And at this point, there's deleted text messages. Like, that seems a little suspicious if you ask me. And the fact that they're declining to comment is just,
That's suspicious. That's weird. It's just, this is so embarrassing for you. This is just really embarrassing because honestly, if you just kind of owned up to it and went, hey, here are the text messages, like I'd maybe have a little bit more respect for you. I still don't, but like maybe just like a little bit. But nah. I honestly have more respect for them if they did it over Snapchat because at least like they're thinking. At least they're using their little pea brains going, okay, well, if we use Snapchat, it disappears in 24 hours. And if you like click on them, it saves them for like ever, I think. And if you like unclick them, it gets rid of them. Like that's all you could have done.
Yeah, it's just weird. That makes me feel like they were planning something or something wrong that they had to hide everything, delete everything. To me, that seems weird. But
Amanda, they're a sussy baka. They're sussy baka, Amanda. I can't. Anyway.
Yeah, bit strange, but like you said in the beginning, nothing surprises us anymore.
I'm trying to think of something outrageous to report, but it still just wouldn't surprise me. Because honestly, we've seen it all. We've reported all the trials here over the summer of the Morning Buzz. I can't believe it's August right now. I feel like the first January 6th trial was yesterday, honestly, but that doesn't add up in my brain because there was so much news. But we've heard Trump, flipping his, throwing his lunch. We also heard Trump, moving the steering wheel to join his supporters. It's just nothing that those are the only two that really stand out to me and that I remember. But again, nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing really surprises me anymore.
Yeah, no, same here.
Mm-mm. Anyway, it's time to move on because I really have no more words left to say besides than I have no words. That's all the words I have to say.
Yeah, but like you said in the beginning, this next story is very surprising to me as well. So I'm very excited to talk about it. Yesterday, Kansas voted on protecting the right to getting an abortion in their state and rejected a measure that would have allowed their Republican-controlled legislature to tighten abortion restrictions or ban it outright. The referendum in the conservative state was the first test of U.S. voter sentiment about abortion rights since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June. It was a major victory for abortion right advocates following weeks in which many states in the South and Midwest largely banned abortion. Voters rejected and proposed amendment to the Kansas Constitution that would have added language stating that it does not grant the right to an abortion. A 2019 state Supreme Court decision declared that access to abortion is, quote, fundamental and a right under the state's Bill of Rights, preventing a ban and potentially thwarting legislative efforts to enact new restrictions. The referendum was closely watched as a barometer of liberal and moderate voters' anger over the June ruling, scraping the nation's right to abortion. The measure's failure was also significant because of how conservative Kansas is and how many Republicans there are Democrats. According to the New York Times, Kansas voters were asked the question, quote, should the Kansas Constitution be amended to remove protections of abortion rights? And 60% of users said no.
My mic was off. Oopsie daisy. Sorry.
No, you're
Man,
good.
that's so crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like I said, Kansas seems to be a more conservative state. So the fact that it's trying to protect abortion rights is kind of cool.
I agree. I always thought the only thing I really knew about Kansas, actually, I did a project on Kansas in 3rd grade. I covered the middle state. There's a large, ball of twine. There's a Wizard of Oz museum. There's corn. There's a lot of corn. But I also, as I started to learn about the world around me, especially the country and how our political system is, I learned that Kansas was one of the yee states, aka that's how I call conservatives. Yees. I'm in a silly goofy mood, you guys. I'm sorry. But not just casual conservatives, like hardcore conservatives, like wanting to take away my rights.
Mhm.
This surprised me. This really pulled a sneaky on me, like TBH.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Dude, I wasn't either. Okay, first of all, I just wanted to give a shout out to our wonderful news team for being so amazing and active in the Discord because, they're saving my butt sometimes. So thank you guys so much. And when they sent this story in our Discord, our WMSC Discord, I was like, you guys aren't pulling my leg, right? That's crazy. That's really crazy.
No, yeah, for sure.
And I'm really happy that, women don't have to be scared to be a woman in this country because over the many weeks, probably 2 months, 8 weeks, probably more, it's a really scary time to be a person to own a uterus,
Yeah, for sure. But some states are making changes and listening to the people, and I appreciate that.
That is what we need more of in this country. We need our leaders and our people in power to care about the citizens of this country because from what I've gathered and what I've what's the word? I'm trying to think of it. Not witnessed, but observed. Observed is the right word. But from what I've observed, sorry, talking is really hard today. I've just noticed that a good chunk of politicians are just in it for the money, honestly. And that's really sad.
It is really sad. I mean, I feel like people of power and people that are trying to lead this country should have more empathy and care more about its people. That might be a personal opinion, but I feel like you said a lot of them are in it for the power and for the money, and it is sad, but Kansas, they're doing something.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna be a Debbie Downer because this is great news. This is great news for the women and people who own uteri in the state. And I'm really glad things are starting to look up. And you know what? I guess you could call this story like amazing. And it is amazing. And you know what else is amazing? This song by Rex Orange County. This is called Amazing.
Don't change a thing, you are
amazing. I can't believe you come and save me. Welcome back to the Morning Buzz. What did you just hear? You may be thinking, that's Lara singing as Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Anyway, welcome back to the show and welcome back to Chaos. Just me. I'm the Chaos. Nice to meet you. Anyway, Batgirl movie will never be released because it was just that bad. And that is an unfortunate headline, let me tell you. From the studio that actually released Catwoman. Catwoman's a great movie. Okay, side note, I'm gonna get side. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna report the facts first. Byra, you're going to report the facts first and then we can talk about it. Okay. From the studio that actually released Catwoman and Batman vs Superman, and basically most of the DC EU, which I think stands for DC Comic Universe. I don't know. I'm not a superhero person. But it comes to the news that there is, in fact, a film so bad it will not be released. The New York Post, via the Wrap, is reporting that Warner Bros. Will not be releasing Batgirl. But the Discovery, which is a new management since Batgirl was greenlit, has no plans to release the movie in theaters or on HBO Max, where it was originally intended to land. But update. Variety is confirming the movie will not be released, but it says it has to do with the studio direction as opposed to the film quality. Interesting. Batgirl had a troubled road since it was first announced as an HBO Max film. The movie was originally intended to be a lower budget affair, but thanks to creative changes, and COVID, Miss Rona, whatever, breaks that the budget reportedly grew to $90 million. While that number isn't huge for a, theatrical superhero film because there's so many of them nowadays and they're also expensive, it was well over what one would expect from HBO Max. The reports find that despite Batgirl being nearly complete and the studio loving both directions, the studio loving both the directors and Grace, the movie won't be seeing the light of day. The Wrap states that the studio leadership believes that the movie just, quote, did not work. And the New York Post claims test screenings went badly enough that there was a fear that it could cause brand damage. Well, I mean, dang, that's actually quite sad. That's actually really sad. But I wanted to. Okay, so at the beginning of the story, I was getting sidetracked because I saw Catwoman. I have not seen Catwoman since I was 6 years old. And all I remember is Halle Berry looking so beautiful, just so gorgeous. And that is all I remember in that movie.
I've personally never seen that movie, but
it's an odd one. Like I wouldn't have gone out of my way to see it.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge like superhero movie person, but this is crazy. I've never heard of a huge budget movie. To me, 90 million is a lot of money, and for this movie to just not be released because it was that terrible is crazy.
I'm gonna do some math. So this budget was $90 million.
Yes.
So we're gonna take that number and we're gonna divide it by 15,000. That could pay for 6,000 students college tuition. In state, by the way, in state.
That would be nice.
That really would be nice. But like you said, Amanda, we've never really seen a big budget movie and a big budget like kind of brand turn away a superhero movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've never heard of HBO or DC really just having a movie talking about it and then just not putting it out there because it was that bad. Like that is really crazy. It's kind of funny, honestly. Like,
oh no, it's hilarious. Like,
yeah.
They released Suicide Squad. Like I don't think you could get worse than that.
Yeah, at the time I really did love that movie. But
I did too.
It got such a bad rep. Like I really liked the movie when I went and saw it, and then everyone was like, Suicide Squad is the worst movie. Like DC should be ashamed of themselves. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess this movie is terrible.
I also liked that movie in 2016, and I was also Harley Quinn for Halloween, like every other basic girl.
Me too.
It's okay, we're in this together. But oh rats, I lost my train of thought. It just went away. That's so sad face. Hold up, I'm gonna try to retrace my steps. Oh, yes, I remember now. The only good thing about Suicide Squad is Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie killed it. Like, I'll be honest, Margot Robbie killed it. And Jared Leto, I'm sorry. No. It's a firm no.
Yeah, no one really liked him as the Joker. I kind of felt bad for him because the memes that were coming out about him being the worst Joker ever, like, I felt bad because he was, like, in that role,
Honestly, I don't know what he did, but, like, I really don't know what he did. I think he went too hard.
Yeah.
He went too hard. Nobody else is on his level.
Yeah, and the laugh just wasn't there. Like there's like a Joker laugh and his just was not it.
I when you said the laugh, all I could think about is I like that laugh. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about a Vine back in God, what Amanda, 2014?
Yeah, 2013,
13?
2014.
Way yonder. And it was just young Justin Bieber getting interviewed by this one I don't know, she's from E Network or something. Her name's Maria, I think. And she has a weird laugh. Like she goes, yeah. But speaking of Halloween, we're not being Harley Quinn ever again, right, Amanda?
No, never.
Cool. Glad we're on the same page.
No, that was not a good Halloween for me.
Me
But
neither.
for some people, it might not be a good Halloween because Hershey says it won't be able to make this year's demands. Let's see. For the October holiday, warned Hershey CEO Michelle Buck in prepared remarks about the company's second quarter results Thursday. The problem? Consumers are demanding more regular and Halloween-themed candy than Hershey can make, at least for right now. Many consumer good manufacturers have been struggling to meet surging demands for their products during the pandemic, especially with the ongoing supply chain issues. That means they had to reduce the production of certain less popular items, or, as in the case of the late great Choco Taco, cut them altogether. And Hershey is in the same boat. Demand for sweets surged during the pandemic and has remained at an all-time high. Meanwhile, interest in Halloween has only gotten stronger. And that's bittersweet news for Hershey, which has seen its sales spike. The company reported double-digit sales growth in the quarter compared to last year, but it has also had to make some production sacrifices. The chocolate maker uses the same manufacturing lines for its regular and seasonal products. That means it can't amp up production for both regular sweets and Halloween or holiday items. Instead, it has to do one or the other.
That's so sad face.
Yeah, that is pretty sad. But I mean, to me, I feel like chocolate is chocolate. So, like, if I'm still getting candy, I can't be mad.
I agree. And hot take, college student hot take, I like dark chocolate better than milk chocolate anyway.
I am right there with you.
Like, honestly, for me, I'm not too worried because the only chocolate I've been eating are the Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Ooh.
Yeah, I haven't had them in a while because of my teeth. But oh yeah, I got my wisdom tooth out. But for those of you who didn't know. But yeah, I haven't had them in a while, but that's like the only chocolate I've been eating.
Yeah, I definitely like dark chocolate more than milk chocolate, but you know, candy is candy. And to me, I don't think it matters the shape or the design of the
Oh no, it doesn't
candy.
matter. For me either. It's just like you can give me Nutella and I'll be happy.
Yeah, exactly. So, Hershey, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Maybe
Don't
some
worry.
people will be outraged, but I'm okay.
But I'm trying to think because I want to do some research because Hershey because I want to do kinds of Hershey chocolate because I want to know what will and will not be happening this year.
Yeah, I mean, I know they have the chocolate bar with the almonds in it,
Yes,
and they have the cookies and cream one, the like Oreo kind.
I'm on their website.
Amazing.
Okay. They have Reese's. They make Reese's.
Oh, okay, now I'm outraged.
Okay, I'm just going for starters, this is all according to shophershey'swebsite.com. So this is what they have. I don't know if this is what they make, but whatever. They also make Kit Kats, which is funny because I thought Kit Kats were manufactured by Nestle, but they're not
Oh,
anymore, I think. We have Cadbury. They also have Jolly Ranchers and Twizzlers, which is kind of crazy.
wow. So Hershey is making all the candy.
Yeah, and then you have Hershey Kisses, but Hershey Kisses are not Halloween, you know?
Yeah, no, when I think of Hershey Kisses, I think of those Christmas cookies, the peanut butter ones where you put in the middle. I love those.
I love making those. I haven't made those in a
Yes,
while.
me too. Those are like my favorite cookies to make and eat. They're so
They're
good.
they're so easy, they're peanut butter cookies with a little chocolate in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
They also have York peppermint patties, which I'm a fan.
Yo, me too. This, you know what? Now that we're finding out more about this, I'm kind of scared for
Oh
Halloween.
no. They also have the cookies and cream bar. Like, they have the typical chocolate bars. This is
Yeah.
so I love doing research.
Yeah, this is fun. But like we said, so people, if you're excited for candy this Halloween, it might not happen. I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. And everyone's like freaking out, like, no candy. No, there will be candy, but it has to be one or the other. It might be Halloween theme or the normal candy.
PSA, we don't know what is going to happen, but we're not Hershey, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea.
But this was an interesting conversation. But time to open up a very more interesting conversation. Alabama official told reporter her skirt was too short to witness an execution. As the Alabama Department of Corrections prepared to execute Joe Nathan James Jr. against the wishes of his victims' family members, an agency official told a journalist that she would not be allowed to witness the execution because her skirt was too short. The journalist, LA.com's Ivana Harkaru, had worn the skirt to previous executions without incident, even though after pulling the skirt down to her hips to make the hemline fall lower, she was still told it was not appropriate. Determined to do her job, Ivana borrowed a waterproof fisherman's wader pants from a photographer that she had never met. I'm sorry, she never met this person. Stuffing the suspenders under her shirt to keep the pants from falling down. The Department of Corrections spokesperson determined this was a more professional outfit, but then proceeded to take issue with Ivana's open-toed high-heeled shoes, claiming they were too revealing. After changing into tennis shoes she had in her car, Ivana was finally permitted to cover the execution. I'm sorry. Last time I checked, I'm getting frustrated. Last time I checked, why does it matter what a woman is wearing to do her job?
This is kind of crazy. The fact that she couldn't even wear open-toed high-heeled shoes, like
It's like, what? Do you like feet or something? Like, just because you shamed her for wearing open-toed shoes, shameful. I'm wearing open-toed shoes right now. You can't see them. But does it make me do my job any less well? No. I got my dogs out in the studio. I'm just sitting here. My dogs are out, okay?
yeah, this is kind of crazy. I feel like women, we just can't win. Like anything we wear is just a problem. Like anywhere. I feel like even in high school, like I used to have that problem because I am a tall gal and I used to wear shorts and I would always get in trouble for my shorts. And I can't help that I'm tall. And it's very frustrating because I don't think me wearing shorts is prohibiting anyone from learning, the teachers from teaching. So I don't understand how her wearing a skirt and high heels could prevent her from doing her job. And the fact that she had to wear waders, like that isn't more distracting. Like she's wearing these fisherman waders and those are perfectly fine.
We really can't catch a break, can we? How about we start teaching these boys? How about you start teaching your boys to be men and to not, prey on women like this? Let them, if she wants to wear a skirt, let her wear a skirt. If she wants to wear her open-toed shoes, don't be a freak. Don't be a perv. Let her wear them. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm angry. I'm very angry because, again, I'm wearing open-toed shoes. Is it making me do my job any less well? No. I don't know. I don't know, because I'm just thinking about, again, we're in college. Wow, that's crazy. You're listening to college radio. Who would have thought? And I'm a journalism major. And I don't want to do like traditional journalism like this. I want to do radio journalism. But this just got me thinking, like, this is a dog eat dog world. This is a men preyed on women for wearing clothes that don't even bother other people world.
Yeah, it's sad. Like I said before, the fact that she could wear waders and not a skirt is just mind-boggling. But
Okay, but like when she walks, do you think it's like the snow pants?
yeah.
Wait, that's funny because honestly, if this happened up north, they'd be like snow pants.
Yeah.
But that poor journalist isn't the only person who got a makeover.
No, absolutely not. Wendy's actually just got a makeover.
Yeah.
An emo makeover, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to talk about this. So, fast food chains often operate differently in different countries. Different menu items to fit local tastes, different names to fit local dialects, and different promotions to appeal to a different audience. Last year, Wendy's returned to the United Kingdom for the first time in over 20 years, and by last month, the burger chain opened up their 8th British location in the hip London neighborhood of Camden. This time, however, Wendy wanted to make a lasting impression in an area known for music and fashion. And then resulting emo Wendy has certainly captured the internet's attention. Originally part of a Camden Street art mural, and now adorning the outside of the new Wendy's is a depiction of the chain's iconic redhead, but with what the brand calls a quote flowing emo fringe instead of her usual pigtails. The actual restaurant opened back on June 28th, but photos of emo Wendy have emerged as social media's meme in the last few days as more people have gotten a chance to snap pictures at the restaurant's exterior. The magazine All Press tweeted, quote, "What if we kissed outside the emo Wendy's?"
Fell in love with an emo girl.
That's kind of crazy. I just clicked on the picture. For the people who can't see, it really is just an emo side part, her iconic red hair, and a mohawk.
She has like little like black low lights in there too with the fringe.
Wow, that is something. I actually really like that.
Oh my god, she in the fringe photo. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. It's like a dark red. But in the photo she has like two little like cartilage ear piercings, which is really cute.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I'm literally living for this because Wendy's UK tweeted a new hair who dis. Oh my, okay. I also love for those of you who don't know, I was emo for a very long time, and I loved reading alt press. Yeah, I loved reading alt press,
Yeah,
and
this is like a full circle moment for both of us, I feel like.
I'm having like a moment here. I'm literally having a moment. My chemical chicken, my chemical nuggets. I don't know.
My chemical nuggets.
I don't know. Panic at the drive-through.
Wow, these are actually really good. Okay.
No, you sounded so kidding there, and I'm
No, 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 like actually serious.
I'm
Panic
scrolling
at the drive-through.
at the drive-through. Me, because I don't know what I want to order.
Literally.
I'm trying to think what else Wendy's has. What else do they have? I had one for Fallout Boy, but I forgot. Fallout Wendy, lol. I'm trying to think. I'm literally scrolling through my music.
Bring me the chicken.
Bring me the hamburger.
Bring me the hamburger.
Bring me
Good.
the hamburger. Fallout Frosty. Oh, that's a
Fallout
good one.
Frosty.
Fallout Frosty.
Oh, that would have been an awesome promotion though. If they were gonna do like an emo Wendy's, they should have like emo bands like corresponding to the food. Like, see, we need to be on their PR team right now and like making these executive decisions because that is iconic and that would get the sales.
The way I was just thinking that they need to like
Yeah.
have their meals like. Oh, so Amanda, do you listen to Dance Gavin Dance by any chance?
I don't.
Okay, it's okay because I'm gonna explain it anyway. So Dance Gavin Dance has like 4 songs And I think it's Strawberry Swisher Part 1, 2, 3, and then it's Death of a Strawberry. So if they had like something with like a strawberry lemonade with that band, or like a strawberry frosty, I think that'd be really funny.
Oh, see, and strawberry frosties are like the thing right now for the summer. So that would have
Yeah.
that would work.
Very niche though. Very, very niche.
Oh yeah, it's like very niche, but I think it's cool.
I agree.
So.
But you know what? Wendy's isn't the only one. I wish they like redid the menu, like just for like that, like just for like a week or something,
Mm-hmm.
because that would have been a really nice transition. For Fancy Feasts opens a restaurant for humans with cat-inspired dishes. So let me ask you guys, let me ask the audience, let me ask my lovely co-hosts and all that, and especially the audience. Have you ever wondered what it's like to hold the phone? I'm sorry. This is what my script says, quote, ever wondered what it's like to eat like a, oh my goodness. Okay, my brain read that as, have you ever wondered what it's like to eat a cat? And I was like, hold up. But no, that's not what it says. It says, ever wonder what it's like to eat like a cat? A restaurant in New York City hopes to solve that mystery. The Gatto Bianco by Fancy Feast is an Italian restaurant, will soon open and bring medley recipes from Fancy Feast, a popular brand of gourmet wet cat food, to humans for a limited time. The reservation will be open from only Thursday, August 11th to Friday, August 12th, with 4 reservations per evening at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Each reservation will accommodate 2 guests, and unfortunately, you have to be 21 and up. The restaurant is located between Far West Village and the Meatpacking District in New York City. The company, Purina, said in a news release, quote, the dishes for humans take inspiration from Fancy Feast medley's recipes and pay homage to traditional Italian cuisine. Diners will be treated, yes, diners, not like New Jersey diners, but like diners like people eating. Sorry, I had to clear that up for myself. Diners will be treated to a complimentary tasting menu as well as an inside look to how chefs develop Fancy Feast recipes. Online reservations will open Thursday, August 4th, which is tomorrow, at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And you know what? For those of you who can't make it, like myself, because I'm the baby, the recipes are also available online. And oh my goodness gracious, I want to cover these recipes next Wednesday and I want us to review them.
Yes, but also that is scary to me because cat food, like the texture has always been so, perfect for cats, but for humans, maybe not so much. I've always been like, whenever I would go to like my aunt's house, she has a bunch of cats. I would always see like her cats with the wet food and like the smell. I was like, so I can't imagine what that would be like in a restaurant setting, but
If I was 21, for context, I'm 20, I would go. I would actually go to this restaurant and try it because I'm genuinely curious.
no, yeah, me too. I mean, I technically can go. I am 22, but should I go? Like, I want to just for like to report back here and let everyone know. But at the same time, like cat food, I don't know if I could do it.
Honestly, I want to like look at the recipes. I
You
don't
know,
know if the recipes will probably be launching tomorrow with the reservations.
yeah.
But you know what? Oh boy, I really wish that they literally had the recipes ready to go. Because I don't know why, it's the texture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the texture is so like mushy and like like I don't know if I would like to eat that. But
This is like kind of related, but I saw a TikTok a while ago. You know the Nerds ropes or the Sweet Tart ropes? Someone said that's what it's like to chew on an electrical wire.
Wow.
PSA, don't chew on electrical wires, please and thank you. But
No, but I could see that though. It's like similar like texture kind
yeah,
of.
I get it. The dried mango from Trader Joe's, one of my friends said she's like, oh my gosh, it's like chewing a seatbelt. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you are correct.
Do you want to know something crazy that I saw? I don't know if it was Twitter or on TikTok, but I saw this thing. It's our mouths, like our tongue, like we can look at any surface or anything and we know what it's like to lick that said thing. So like if I look at this water bottle here, I will know what that's like without even having to lick it. And that is like mind blowing to me because it's so true.
I understand.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if you look at
Yes.
something and think, what is it like to lick this? And then you can just picture that and it's like you can feel it without having to do it. I was so blown away when I saw that.
Wait, that's so wild because that gets rid of like all my intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, right? So now you don't have to go licking and eating random things that aren't for human consumption.
PSA, please don't lick or eat random things, please. But honestly, I'm literally like, if you're watching on Facebook, you could just see me looking around the studio, like just thinking about what all these like all these random things would like feel like to lick them, and it's just I'm just having a moment. Like these little, oh, you can't see, that's so sad.
But the springs?
Yes, there's these little springs that hold the microphones up in the studio, and I'm just like, that would be so satisfying. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just thinking about it. Anyway, you have been listening to the Morning Buzz here at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Thank you for joining our chaos of a show today because OMG. Anyway, we've been live from the Hive. It is time. Thank you for always starting your day with us. And as always, I hope you busy bees can get some rest soon. But it's the start of the day. It's the start of a new day. You can do whatever you want. PSA. This day is yours. Seize the day. IDK, carpe diem. Latin's cool. That's our quote at Montclair State. Anyway, adios.
You're listening to 90.3